Welcome back to our 5-minute revision series. Hopefully we'll keep on time. Today we're going to look at operating systems from Unit 2. So system software, this is software that your computer has to have to function. You could argue that you don't necessarily need it all, but you sort of do. So operating system, big main one. Disk formatter, really important. Antivirus, I suppose you could use it without it, but do you want that risk? Probably not. So your operating system is the most important piece of software in your computer. If you didn't have an operating system, it'd turn on, it'd work, but it would just be very expensive radiator. It doesn't really get you that warm, especially with all that cooling inside. So from the exam spec, what does it actually provide? It provides a user interface, it does memory management, it handles interrupts, or manages CPU usage. Handling interrupts is a better answer than CPU usage, to be fair. It provides security or system security. It provides a platform to run other software and provides utilities for system maintenance. But it controls your hardware and provides an interface. That's your sort of takeaway. But if it asks you to name some features, they're listed there. So your operating system does lots of things. It does your user interface, which is your HCI. It has input and output control. It allows you to log on. It handles any interrupts. It does processing for you. It does batch processing, multi-programming, multitasking, process management. It has lots and lots of stuff. So first thing, user interface. So what it does is what's called complexity hiding. So it allows you to use the computer really easily without you having to do lots of complicated stuff. If you think about old computers that use command prompt, you have to learn lots and lots of commands to get it to work. Now we can click a button and it works. CLI and GUI, what's the difference? Well, one is all text-based, you've got to remember the commands, and GUIs are intuitive. You can click on buttons and icons and it works. Here's an example on the board. I'm not going to read through each one of all of our different, or a bunch of different commands we can use in Windows using command prompts. So give them a try, see if you like them, see if you can remember them all. You probably can't, but you don't need these for the exam. So the structure of the operating system, there's you, then there's your user interface, the application software you use, utilities, the kernel, and then the hardware interface. But essentially, the operating system is the middleman between you, the person using it, and the hardware. So it also allows us to do what's called multitasking, which is where we can divide up the CPU's time between all the processes, and they all get a little bit of time each, which we're going to look at later on, different scheduling methods, and we swap them in and out when they're needed. And then multiprocessing is where we can have more than one core, and we can divide them out and have one core doing one thing, another core doing another thing. Now for process management, there's 3 states. A program that's running, a process that's waiting, essentially just asking, can I have a go? Can I have some CPU time please? Can I have some CPU time? And when it's not being used, it gets put into the blocked process. We then allocate memory, so we allocate RAM to different pieces of software on our computer using paging and segmentation, which we'll cover later on. But it allocates memory, it reclaims it when it's not used, and it swaps blocks in and out of virtual memory. It also provides security, so that means it stops other applications looking at memory that another program's using, and it also allows us to log in, and it allows us to add passwords to our accounts. But for memory management, it provides security by not allowing other apps to talk to each other, essentially. Your file manager keeps track of where your files are stored on the hard drive. It determines how they're sorted, how they're stored. It allows the computer to know where everything is, and it allows you to allocate use and deallocate use when you're finished with the file. As I said, it allocates files by reading from the hard disk, loading it into memory, and using the program that it needs, and keeps track of who's using it. If you think 2 people click on a piece of software and 2 people open the same document, it'll say one is read-only on Microsoft Word, for example. Then we've got device drivers. Now we've only got a minute left, so I'm going to speed up. But a device driver is a piece of software that allows your computer, your operating system, to communicate with hardware. If you plug in a new device, you usually hear a little sound. That's a device driver being recognised, and hopefully after a few seconds it should allow you to use it, such as a new mouse. When this happens, it allows you to manage your peripherals. It can recognise what's plugged in. You can look in your device manager. It allows you to handle if you unplug something or plug something back in, and keeps track of what's plugged in at once. Okay, we've got to 4 minutes and 58 seconds. That's pretty good. Obviously, it was a little bit quick, so if you want to go back, look for the video, watch it a couple of times, read all the slides, that's a great idea. But that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.